Prediction markets like Kalshi and Polymarket, they're not new, they're just different. Okay, look, if you haven't ever heard of prediction markets, basically they let you put money on whether a real-world event will happen or not. These markets began as a kind of truth-seeking tool, but now, flooded with cash and regulators scrambling to catch up, they're increasingly under fire.
The idea with prediction markets is to aggregate information from many people by having people put their money where their mouth is. And this can, in some cases, actually work better than, say, public opinion polls.
That professor ran a prediction market at UBC for 20 years. In spite of the potential, today's prediction markets are ripe for abuse.
They could actually influence the prices and therefore the signal about the outcome of the event.
And insider trading. There's even been suspicion that people with insider knowledge have been trading on the conflict with Iran.
So it appears that a Polymarket account called MAGA My Man made $515,000 in a single day on the Iran strike, with the trade placed 71 minutes before the news broke publicly.
They claim these trades aren't gambling because there isn't a house. You're trading with other people. But critics aren't buying it.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Prediction markets has a lot of structural similarities to gambling that I would conceptualize this as another form of gambling activity.
See, they're regulated differently, and they aren't required to have the same restrictions and rules as states have for gambling and sports books. Kalshi does have voluntary restrictions, however.
Especially if you're betting on sports, I don't know how much different it would be if I were to bet on, say, Polymarket on sports or DraftKings. What the psychological structural difference of that is in terms of gambling.
So if there's no house, how do they profit? Fees from trades. So if there's more trades, there's more money. And how many trades? In January alone, Kalshi and Polymarket together processed $17 billion US in daily trades. That type of volume has attracted major companies, from sports leagues like MLB, the NHL, Pro Soccer, all the way to CNN.
What are the prediction markets saying right now?
Yeah, what are we talking about in terms of the prediction market odds?
In the US, these sites are regulated by the same body that handles investments in commodity futures. So investments in a physical commodity like oil, gold, or wheat. But a crackdown on prediction markets may be looming. In March, US lawmakers introduced a bill to ban sports event contracts and casino-style games on prediction markets. And Arizona's Attorney General has filed criminal charges against Kalshi for operating an illegal gambling operation. And so prediction markets are responding to the pressure. Polymarket says it's cracking down on insider trading. And Kalshi announced beefed up preemptive blocking of sports figures and politicians. So you're probably wondering, what about Canada? Here, these sort of short-term yes-no trades have mostly been banned. But just recently, Wealthsimple was authorized to run a limited prediction market, but with restrictions. So we'll have to see if this opens the door for broader prediction markets in Canada.